Today we packed up, headed south on 75 to BG. We found a little unique shop down here that has some great unique gift ideas for Christmas. It's called Ben Franklin. What is Ben Franklin?
Ben Franklin's, we're a old-fashioned variety store. We offer toys, frames, candy. We have an old-fashioned candy counter, and it's truly a mercantile store. We're willing to help you, and we talk to our customers. We really don't have electronic toys. We have mind-building toys. We have like the Thomas Wooden Railroad, where they have to use their imagination. We have puppets that they have to come up with their own stories.
So one thing I noticed you have a lot of, and it's actually coming back, is Legos. You have a ton of Legos.
Yes. Legos, I find, are generational. A lot of my customers buy Legos for their children, and they're putting in with their sets from the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Something I remember when I was younger is my dad, we used to always put together these model cars like these old ones, but now you can actually get a Cadillac Escalade. What do you think about that? And so you've got a wide variety of models here. I mean, everything from police cars to planes to ships. I mean, a ton of stuff.
Yeah. We do. We sell quite a few. We also do Pinewood Derby cars and accessories for the upcoming season. We also carry Estes rockets. The kids enjoy, and as well adults, shooting off a rocket.
Nothing like shooting off a rocket on Christmas morning, let me tell you.
We have a floral department, a seasonal department. We also sell fabrics and yarns.
So this is kind of like the truly everything store.
Yes.
From
yes.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, yes.
So Ben Franklin, a very unique store down here in BG, and Tammy, you guys are competitive in pricing as well.
Yes, and we will honor our competitors' prices. Just bring us a copy of their circular, and as long as we have the merchandise in stock, we will gladly honor it for you.
Okay, moms and dads, so come to Ben Franklin in BG and get all the unique toys that the kiddies want.
Is that right, Princess?
That's right, Ryan. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Today we packed up, we headed south, getting ready for the big game, the Super Bowl. As you may or may not know, the road to the Super Bowl actually starts, well, at least for the ball, in Ada, Ohio.
And as soon as the overtime was over, we came out and started stamping the Giants and the Patriots on the balls. For 2 weeks, we're working pretty much 24 hours a day trying to get all the balls done we can before the Super Bowl. We cut out 4 panels for each football, and we stamp like the Super Bowl logo on it. And then we sew the ball together inside out so the seams don't show. And then the ball is turned to where the laces are, and then that's when it really first looks like a football. And then we put a bladder in there, lace it shut, mold the ball, and inspect it, and it's ready to be shipped out. Every leather-made Wilson football is made in this factory. It's the only factory in the United States that manufactures all leather footballs. Very hand-oriented manufacturing process. So occasionally we do have what we call substandard, and obviously that does not go to the NFL.
Speaking of substandard, they decided to put myself and producer Shannon Carney to work. Let me tell you, this is not as easy as it looks.
It's a lot of sweat, and there's a lot of heart that goes into it. My average seniority is 20 years. We've been fortunate. We've been able to have a stable job atmosphere here. So we've got fathers and sons, husbands and wives, and we make footballs here every day of the year, so we're very fortunate.
This morning we're on the road in Monroe, Michigan, Pennsylvania Township, in Oregon, Ohio, and West Toledo.
Well, as you can tell, I sure do get around town. First up on my list of faves, Harbortown RV Resort in Monroe, Michigan.
So what kind of features do you have here in Harbortown for
Well, our main feature is our pool. We have miniature golf, go-karts, batting cages, we have ice cream.
And who doesn't love a little ice cream on a warm summer's day? And speaking of ice cream, let's head over to Oregon, Ohio for my number 2 fave, the Eagle's Nest Sweet Retreat.
What are some of your favorites in here?
Some of my favorites would have to be the Eagle's Nest Masterpiece Pizza. As far as our ice creams, the Chocoholic, if you like a lot of chocolate, or our Peanut Butter Cup Sundae is very good.
So let's go from ice cream to something hot. How about a hot dog? We're going to travel now to my number 3 fave, Sloppy Joe's Restaurant in downtown Perrysburg.
So it's the only place you can get a true Chicago dog, right here in Perrysburg.
Yeah,
the world's smallest restaurant.
Yes, we're pretty much a hometown restaurant, so I guess people appreciate the fact that somebody's still trying to do it on their own instead of a big corporate franchise.
I think it's time we break away from the food for just a minute And check out another one of my faves, the world-famous Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy.
When clients come in, they can expect to get the same kind of treatment they would get at a normal salon. Our students just happen to be stylists in training. There is always a consultation with the students, the instructor, and the client well before the first cut's taken, the first color is applied. We always want to make sure that our students are learning how they can listen to their clients and how they can give the clients what they're looking for.
Wait a minute. Wait, I've been here for an hour. Give me scissors.
What?
Scissors. I've been here for an hour. I already feel like I know how to do this.
No way.
Boy, did you see the look on her face. And now I have one more fave for you. It is the roughest and hardest one that I had to do. We're going to head out to Head Over Heels Salon.
We're an upscale salon, but with a very warm and friendly environment with people that love what they're doing.
Now we're in the massage room, and I can tell you that this is phenomenal.
The temperatures are rising. The flowers are blooming. Well, not really. These are indoor plants, but people shopping at the Andersons are sure anticipating spring.
You better believe I'm ready for spring.
A lot of people are ready to trade in one of these for one of these and spend a little more time outdoors.
It's too cold, and usually I hibernate in the wintertime, and it's time to get outside.
Get outside and grill and plant and just lounge around in the warm sun. Okay, it might be a little early for shorts. We all know kids love the snow, but are they ready for spring?
Yes, definitely.
Why?
Because I'm tired of the cold weather.
You like the snow,
Uh-huh.
but you'd prefer the sun.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but something about a warm day, well, it's just a good thing.
There's a lot of people coming in thinking spring yet. Everybody wants to think spring after winter. They always want to get moving on that. However, it's not as much this year as it has been in the past because it doesn't feel like we've had a winter yet.
Keyword here, yet. After all, it is only the middle of February, and you will have to wait a bit before you can start your planting. Something also to keep in mind, you'll probably need one of these instead of one of these before spring actually springs. Project Pilot is a nonprofit nationwide organization, and Suburban Aviation is proud to be part of it. The sole purpose is to let people fly, yes, I said fly a plane, and get interested in aviation.
We put you in the pilot seat, let you experience it, and see what it's all about. And usually it's pretty exciting.
After some pre-flight inspection, it's time for me to fly. My instructor, Mark Wilnichik, says something that takes me by surprise.
And if you want, you can take off.
So now the plane's in my control, at least the steering.
Just put your left hand on the yoke here. Alright, when our airspeed gets up to 55 knots, just slowly kind of start pulling back like that, and the airplane will just kind of pop up into the air.
Photographer Eric Barucka was a little nervous in the back seat.
Are you really taking off?
Yep, he's taking off.
The takeoff was an unbelievable experience.
At Suburban, this is what we try to show our students, and the enjoyment of flying. We try to incorporate the aviation lifestyle into like the Suburban family. This is pretty cool.
All the colors on the trees were rather impressive to me. You can see for miles in all directions, and the freedom you feel, well, it's just amazing.
How's it feel?
It's a little different than driving a car.
The colors are beautiful, and so and that goes for every season. In the spring, the winter time. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful, and you get a whole different perspective.
Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting flyby.
Well, after having a little fun and flying over downtown and over Lake Erie, it was time to head back to the airport. Mark took over the controls for landing, since that is the hardest part of flying.
It's just a neat way to get started and kind of dip your toe in the water to see if it's of interest.
That was outstanding.
The snow started early this morning, and so did the plows. Visibility in some areas was less than a quarter of a mile, but that didn't stop some travelers.
We're going down to Louisville, Kentucky, so hopefully the snow will stop by the time we get down there.
Henry Dunez decided to brave the snow-covered roads this morning as the snow continued to fall.
We're expecting a little bit of snow, but not this much.
Another traveler I talked with said she didn't even bother to listen to weather reports because, in her opinion, Ohio always gets less snow than Michigan.
I haven't been listening to any weather, but I'm just assuming when you go south it gets better. But
Well, Betty Ann found out the hard way that assumptions aren't always the best choice when it comes to traveling, but
my husband's doing all the driving, but the visibility is poor, and the roads are not too bad, and we just keep moving.
slow and steady was the motto.
It's a little tricky.
Hopefully it'll get better.
What is what?
Like curling your hair?
That's a European sport.
Curling's
Oh no, that's
weightlifting.
You get this little funny net ball and you catch it and wing it back.
An Olympic winter sport, very popular in Canada.
What is curling?
Ryan, curling's a team sport, 4 players in each team, and the object of the game is to try and get your team's rocks closer to the center than the opponent's.
Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, trust me, it's not. Not only is it hard just to get the rock going, it takes a lot of strategy to win, sort of like chess.
It's tough because you have to get the distance, you have to get the right curl, and the power. You have to, hope your sweepers can get it to where it's going.
If you've got 2 good sweepers in your team, you can carry a rock 12 to 16 feet farther than if you didn't have any sweeping at all.
You might hear a lot of yelling. That's the captain, or in curling terms, the skip, telling the sweepers when and where to sweep.
You watch it on TV and they make it look like it's easy, but you come out and you try to do it and it's really hard. So when you do make a good shot, you get really excited.
So if you're into competitive sports or just having a good time, curling is the game for you. And besides, you can get a good amount of exercise.
And drink a little ginger ale.
A little ginger ale, a few pops, yeah.